And here's the other thing. Do you know how much tickets are going for?
Too much.
Yeah, I found this hard to believe when I read it. I'm like, no way. Tickets, the priciest tickets, and the records were set for this game. Yeah. New York Rangers do it or die tilt versus Tampa tonight, Madison Square Gardens, $1,215.60. That is not the most expensive ticket. That is the average price. Wow.
Yeah, but what would
the average price of a ticket tonight at MSG?
But what would that ticket, if that game was at the ACC tonight here, what would be the average ticket price for the Leafs to be one win away from their first Stanley Cup final? $5,000? Exactly. You say 1,200, but put it into perspective. Here in Toronto, $10,000? I don't know.
We'll talk about the ticket prices and what it would be and what they are, and not the most expensive ticket for an NHL game, by the way. Not by a long shot. I'll tell you what that was coming up in just a few minutes for joining us on the phone. Fan of the NHL, more importantly, MLB insider for Fox Sports, our friend and yours, Mr. John Paul Morosi. John Paul Morosi.
Thank you for that welcome, guys. I appreciate it very much. Happy morning of Game 7 to all of you.
Yeah, no kidding. High drama, and not only that, the Jays are... because they're in such a dumpster fire of a division, this series against Minnesota means something. They start tonight, 8 p.m., Sportsnet 590, The Fan at Sportsnet 1. What do you think? Minnesota's tough.
Well, they're playing great right now. I mean, the Twins have been arguably the best team in the American League in the month of May. They are just playing extremely well. Things to watch with the Twins, their lineup has become very, very deep this year. They really have gotten a lot of big hits up and down the lineup. They don't have a lot of huge names. Obviously, Joe Mauer isn't really the MVP that he was in the past. Doesn't power really anymore. But very steady hitter from a standpoint of guys with men scoring position. So he's been good. Torrey Hunter's been amazing. It looks like he's playing about 5 or 6 years younger than he actually is. And Brian Dozier's been very good. And also Trevor Plouffe. Trevor Plouffe has really emerged. Again, not a huge name, but he's playing a very good third base, hitting for power. So the Twins, they're right back in that discussion there in the American League Central.
John Paul Morosi, Major League Baseball insider for Fox Sports. Listen, the Jose Bautista eats target field and the Twins alive. He's healthy now. Rumor has it he may even get into a game in the field. Have you heard anything as far as his health goes and whether or not he's going to get back, or are we still targeting Washington?
Yeah, nothing definitive being on that, but I think he's certainly been moving towards that direction for a while. I think it's obviously taken a lot longer than expected. It's been now more than a month, 5, 6 weeks now, almost since he's been in the field. But I think the Jays are encouraged with the progress he's made, and obviously it's going to really change the Jays lineup potentially once he can actually get back in the field. It allows him to do different things with Encarnacion being able to DH, and also Colabello, they can maybe DH him a little bit too. So I mean, it's a thing.
Are you saying you don't want Colabello's glove in the field?
Well, yeah, yes. Again, Chris is an outstanding man. I think probably the only player in the major leagues right now who speaks fluent Italian. So of course he's near and dear to my heart for that reason.
Yeah.
But defensively, I think Chris would probably tell you in all candor that's probably not his best spot is out there in the outfield. So and then really again, the injury was so odd that Bautista had at that time that it was such a fluky thing. But the reality is it really has had a negative impact on the club from the standpoint of how well the team has played defensively. So obviously we know